Annyeonghaseyo, it's Liz Mew and I'm in Seoul. In today's video I'm going to take you to vegan Korean bakeries. They have so many bakeries here in Korea and they all look amazing, but a lot of them are not vegan and do not have many vegan options. But they do have a good handful of vegan bakeries and I'm going to check them all out today. So let's go.
It brings a
Our first stop for today is Cafe Honesta. They have a few Honesta locations around Seoul, but this one is definitely the biggest and I would recommend it because you can actually sit down. As you go up the stairs to enter the cafe, you'll see a sign that says no eggs, no milk, which is a very reassuring sight to see. And when you enter the cafe, you will be greeted with a very large display of vegan goodies. But unfortunately for me and the planet, they're all individually wrapped in plastic and I didn't want to consume a lot of things wrapped in plastic on this trip, so I actually skipped on the baked goodies. But don't you worry guys, I got something 100 times better. I got the matcha PATBINGSU and it was incredible. You guys know how much I love my matcha and this was to die for. I think it's actually a summer special, so they don't have it all the time, but if you are there in summer, I can definitely recommend it. It's basically a mountain of shaved ice made with oat milk and it comes with this matcha kind of cream custard thing that you pour on top. Ugh, it's so good. I did have to eat it by myself, so it took me about an hour to demolish this entire thing and oh my gosh, it was divine. It's like eating little snowflakes that just melt in your mouth, absolutely full of that matcha flavor. It's not too sweet and ooh, it's so good. The roasted nuts that come on the side as well are just delicious. It's a 10 out of 10 for this matcha PATBINGSU. Can recommend. Our next stop is called For Bread. It's a very cute bakery not too far away from Cafe Honesta, and these guys are known for their more Western style breads. They had some really beautiful looking sourdough kind of loaves as well as a whole array of gluten-free treats. I also especially loved that everything was not already pre-wrapped in plastic. The lady who worked here was so nice, she just gave me a pair of tongs so that I could pick out my own treats. I decided to get some gluten-free treats so I could bring some home for Will so he could try them as well. She was so excited when I brought my own container that she actually gave me this little pamphlet to show me that it was currently Your Bottle Week and that their bakery was taking part in the campaign, which is a zero waste campaign in Korea, which I thought was very, very cool. I got a double chocolate chip cookie, which I thought just had the most beautiful choc chips I've ever seen. It was so soft actually and very delicious. I also got some gluten-free madeleines, which I couldn't quite pick what the flavors were, but they were so fluffy and I was just very impressed with the fluffiness. Overall, I can definitely recommend a visit here, especially if you are gluten-free. Then I tried to visit the Bread Blue, but it was closed for renovations and I was very sad.
Our next stop for today is a little bakery called Eeeee. So, let's get some bread.
Are you guys ready for vegan croissants? I actually had to double check that these were vegan because they looked too good to be true.
They didn't look vegan to me. I was like, they look kind of eggy. But I double checked in my very broken Korean if they had egg or milk and they said it does not, and I'm so excited because this looks legit. Look at this, look at this.
Look at that croissant. There is layers, guys. I also managed to pick up one of my favorite croissants of all time, the pain au chocolat, totally vegan. So many layers up in this croissant. It was delicious and flaky and so good. If I lived here, I would go here every day. But moving on to the next vegan bakery, this is Yummy Yeomil. It's just around the corner from Hapjeong Station and they have so many yummy looking vegan breads. Check this out. Everything looks so good and there were some free samples that you could try, but I decided to go with the eggplant and tomato baguette with the jalapeno cream on top. Oh, look at that, guys. They actually also do have a burger menu here, which looks pretty good, but I wanted to go with something from the bakery. I probably will come back for a burger, but look at that. That looks so good.
So it tastes like pizza. It's a little bit spicy. The tomato sauce kind of tastes like sweet tomato relish. The jalapeno cream just adds a little bit of spice. like this could be saltier for me or tangier.
I actually thought one of the best bits about this baguette were the tomatoes. They were roasted to perfection and so juicy and just kind of exploded in your mouth when you bit into them. Smashed it. It's a little bit more expensive here, but I can also definitely recommend a visit to Yummy Yummy. Our final destination for today is a gluten-free bakery called 써니브레드 in ITAEWON. To try, we ordered a few things. First up was a gluten-free brownie, which had an unexpectedly hard texture, but was actually quite delicious. I didn't think that I would like it because I usually don't like gluten-free brownies, but surprisingly, I actually very much enjoyed it.
Kind of like a raw brownie. It feels like they've just like made mix and like compressed it. It's like crunchy even. There are crunchy bits in it.
We also ordered the peanut butter chocolate bar, which was a huge square of cake covered in chocolate. It was very peanut buttery and also very, very fluffy. Korea does very fluffy gluten-free items and it was very, very impressive. But my favorite thing had to be this hey rhubarb tart. Hey with an exclamation after it, because when you eat it, you're like, hey, this is so awesome. I love desserts that are more tangy and more sour than sweet, and this was perfect. The crumble was crunchy, the cream was a little bit sweet and very fluffy. This was delicious. And that brings us to the end of this video of vegan bakeries here in Seoul. Now for all the vegan Korean traditional food that I know you want to see that I've been eating here in Seoul, I'm going to be posting that very soon, so please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. See ya!